yogis. So my newsletter is all about the psoas, and it's such an important muscle to know about because we are greatly affected by it. Like, it's part of our life, part of our movement, and sometimes you may feel back pain, you might have trouble standing or sitting or just any type of movement, whether it's yoga, CrossFit, running. Our psoas is greatly affected. So it's really important to know what's going on with it and how it works, the actions that it does. So pay attention and take note, and then there'll be more information below about some poses and techniques that you can do to have a healthy psoas. So I want to introduce to you my little friend here, Sally. And I'm sorry, but it's a Halloween skeleton, so the eyes are kind of supposed to be scary. So anyway, and I adjusted right here so her whole arm fixture does not get in my way of this demonstration. So I want to show you this ribbon. Actually, it's a stretchy lace from my design days. So this is going to be my demo for your psoas. So let's review really quickly. So I have the psoas muscle attaches around L1 to L5. And then it comes across the front of the pelvis. So your belly button is here and you're going toward the spine. So there's all your organs right there. So it crosses over the pelvis and attaches to the lesser trochanter. So that's the inside, upper inside of your thigh bone. Can you see that? So see how long it is? So it's got a big, long way to go. So it's really, really important how it affects your movement. So I want to show you 3 actions that the psoas does. The first one is that, so I want to make sure this is nice and tight. So right here, so it doesn't move. All right, so now it flexes the thigh bone at the hip joint, and see how the psoas shortens. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see it that way. All right, and then I'm going to go back to straightening, standing, and come back this way. Now, Sally has limited range of motion because she's plastic and it's probably like $2 to make this thing, so she's not going to do a good job at this demonstration. So the next action the psoas does is it moves the leg to the side. So it just laterally rotates the leg to the side. The knee doesn't need to bend, it's just moving the leg to the side. So it's rotating out. So think about your whole thigh bone turning I'm going toward the right. Okay, so that's what that does. I'm going to come back to center now. And the last thing the psoas does is that it flexes the spine at the hip joint. Do you see that? I'm going to come back up and I'm going to show you from the side view. So it flexes the spine at the hip joint. So it's got some really, really important jobs. So I want to show you what happens when you sit for a long time and then you want to go do something active or move or walk or stretch. So you're in this sitting position and your psoas gets a little bit short, maybe a little bit tight. You're sitting for a long time. Wow, those hours are going by and you haven't moved. Let's see what happens when you go to stand up. I'm going to turn to the side. So you're in this sitting position and you want to go to stand up. So you're going to straighten your leg, except you're going to be pulled. You're going to be pulled, and then you're trying to straighten your leg and you're going to be pulled. And then once you stand up, you're pulling, it's pulling. You come up, but then, okay, her spine does not move. Or anything else really. You might feel this in your lower back. It might not feel good at all. So that's what happens when, thank you, Sally. So that's what happens when you sit for too long or you have lack of movement. So it's really, really important to take care of your psoas. Get out of that sitting position. It is so unhealthy on so many levels, not just for your psoas, for your shoulders, your organs, your mental ability, your cognitive ability, everything that's involved with your psoas. So get out of that sitting position, move your body. High lunge is great. I'm actually going to show you a few poses in the rest of the newsletter. So make sure you click on the newsletter, you read through it, and try some poses. I'd love to hear some feedback and see how it goes. If you learned anything, if you have any questions, you can also post it below in this YouTube video. And I hope to help you with this so you can feel better in your body, because we are now in this sitting dominated society. And I could go on for hours, but I will stop there. So I hope this was helpful. Check all the information below, and thanks for you.